Hey YouTube, today I'm gonna be doing another Clash Royale vid. Sorry for not uploading in a while. I don't know, I just left. I don't know, I just fucking ran out of encouragement, man. I just haven't had any encouragement to upload. And it's kind of like a cycle of me just not having any encouragement and not uploading. I'll try and upload more, but I really need to learn how to expand my brand. I'll probably download a couple other social media apps to like expand and kind of spread out, because if I just have an Instagram account, I'm probably not going to get famous anytime soon. Probably not going to garner a big following. But anyways, that's aside the point. Let's go. Oh, this was unplanned, but let's do this. I don't even know who this guy is. Ooh, I'm kind of using a bullshit deck right now. I even forgot that I was using this. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, he used up his arrows. No! I don't know why he... There's just a couple of skeletons. Why are you getting like this? I don't know how... I don't even know how I made this deck. I don't even think I used the random deck generator even. I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, something's been on my mind recently. What happened to TikTok having good like songs? Because I remember back in the day, we all know TikTok is trash. Like it literally has science behind rotting the fuck out of your brain. But still, what happened to it? Because there was one positive thing I did like about it, is that it kind of exposed indie artists, or like old songs that we might have forgotten about, or just like any good songs, you know? They used to have like some sort of good songs they used to have, but that's just completely gone and I don't get it. Like I remember, because I used to have like a bunch of songs that I don't even have TikTok, but I used to have like a bunch of songs from Instagram of TikTok re-uploads, and I'd be like, wow, that's a good song. But there's just been a complete lack of good songs on TikTok anymore. Like you never hear any good songs. They're just the most doo-doo garbage pop songs you'll ever hear. The most doo-doo garbage indie songs you'll ever hear. And they're just boring, and I just don't like them. I don't know how other people find them catchy. Well, I mean, I can't imagine the way... sorry, I'm concentrating. I can't imagine why people like them, because they are kind of catchy, but that they literally have no redeeming qualities whatsoever. And it's almost impressive how bad they are sometimes. Jesus, this guy. We shouldn't have let him get a big push. But yeah, it's just like what happened to him. Because I have like 100 old TikTok songs saved on my phone, and I listen to them from time to time, but there's just none left. I don't really save songs anymore because there's no good ones left. So yeah. Also, have you guys heard the new EDP situation, where like people like found out what's been going on? Because we've heard of the EDP situation. He got exposed for you-know-what-ophilia. But we never really had a follow-up. Like there wasn't really anything that was discussed after the fact. Like he kind of just disappeared. He got his YouTube channel deleted. Basically every website on the internet basically cut contact with him, and he was persistent. Like he wasn't going down without a fight. Because I remember there was like he made like a bunch, like I don't know, like 10 accounts on just a bunch of different social medias. But he figured, I don't even know why he held out hope for so long, because it's kind of obvious. Even if they don't delete your account, you can't really count on that. Fucking hell. you can't really count on getting a following again unless people are just gonna clown on you the entire time. Fuck. 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 Alright, GG's, my guy. But anyways, people didn't... I recently saw that update. It was, like, released a week ago. And apparently he's not in jail. He's just roaming around. I heard the reason why he didn't get put in jail was the guys who exposed him. It was, like, predator poachers. Yeah, that was it. Predator poachers. They didn't, like, do something correct or something. I forget. And losing my train of thought here. But they just didn't do things correctly, so they lost all credibility. Which is kind of sad because that dude really needs to be put in prison. He probably won't be able to have the opportunity to do anything like that again ever in the first place, but, you know, we really have to have those types of people in prison, you know? But there was a YouTuber who updated and said he can't really keep a job. Even if he did get one and someone didn't do a background check or they just didn't care that he was like that, people would just harass him and do shit to him all the time. And I mean, like, I almost feel bad for him, but then again, I realized he's a fucking pedophile. God, how does that thing get a head off? Someone even said he might be better off in prison, which, I don't know, that's kind of like a stupid analogy because... Do you know what happens to, like, people who do stuff to kids in prison? Do you know what happens to them? Like, you've never heard the stories. He would get obliterated in prison. Let's all be honest here. He would just get destroyed in prison. His booty hole would be able to fit a fucking basketball by the time the fucking prison is done with him. Like, I just don't get why people say that. Well, it was only one guy who said it, but I still think that's like a really stupid analogy. He'd be better off in prison. Like, bro, prison would be a fucking death sentence for him. He would just get absolutely destroyed in prison. And I can't enunciate that enough. This dude's kind of dumb for putting like a fucking... Maybe that was just a stroke of genius. Do I even have any spells? Didn't even give me any spells. If he defends this, I'll be extremely surprised. Nope. GG's. If we were playing in ranked matches, I would just be like, thank you for your trophies. Oh yeah, I'll also demonstrate my new deck I've created. It is a Lava Loon deck I made up by myself. It's a pretty solid deck, but there is one thing that is kind of hard to work with it. It has a tank, but it doesn't have a tank that can deal damage like a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A, I really love the Mini P.E.K.K.A, but I just feel like I'll get more value for the Valkyrie in this deck in particular. I used to have a completely different deck, but that deck eventually fell out because it didn't have enough air defense. I used to like to incorporate Princess in all of my decks because she really is a solid card. I mean, a really, really good card, even though she doesn't do any damage. She's more like a passive damage type of card. But she just doesn't work in this deck. She was really kind of my crutch. So if she was out of cycle, I'd kind of be fucked until I got her back in cycle again. But this is my deck right now. The only trouble I have with it right now is that if people have a lot of infantry troops they're kind of laying on the pressure, it's really hard to get a push up even with the Lava Hound. Even if you have the Lava Hound tanking for the balloon. And in some matches, well, this has only really happened 2 times since I've had this deck only up for like a week. But sometimes I'll never even be able to have a chance to deploy my balloon even once. I'll just deploy my Lava Hound at the back, and then the guy will deploy stuff on the bridge, and I'll usually defend pretty well, but they get enough chip damage over time, and they'll just take my tower, and I won't even try and use my win condition. And the Lava Hound, you think it's slick, but it does like the least amount of damage possible in the game. 49 damage. That is that it would take like 100 years to get a tower even like half health. Bro, the Lava Hound, it's a good tank, but I see people in decks, they like try and use the Lava Hound as passive damage, but it just has too little amount of damage. Like 49 damage, even if someone doesn't even play one defensive card against that thing, in realism, let's be real here, it's probably not going to do barely any damage. Like the tower health bar, you won't even be able to see that thing go down. Like you could do better with a fucking ice golem as your win condition. The Lava Hound is not good for tower taking, and I don't know why people use Lava Hound other than anything but balloon. Because I can't really see it working for anything else. You know? I used to see like Golem P.E.K.K.A, like the Golem tank for the P.E.K.K.A. But since it's an air troop, it works with the balloon. But an air troop wouldn't really work with a ground troop, you know? So, yep, that's my video. That's it. That's all. I also joined this clan of some dude who was like a meme page on it was some meme page on Instagram, and he like went radio silence for like half a year, and then randomly he came back, and then this is the only thing he posted. He only posted like the link to his clan, and then back to the radio silence. I haven't seen him post since. I think it's Screenshot Mike. Yeah, it is Screenshot Mike. Now that I remember, it's Screenshot Mike. But he just went complete radio silence, posted this, and then went back to radio silence. And I don't even think he's like even posted or something. He hasn't even said anything in clan chat. And I failed the challenge. I don't get how people like. I see a lot of people with the emote, and I don't know how. Because the arena challenge, it's a grind. Like if you're not really good at the game, you might as well just count yourself out of getting the emote if you don't want to spend any gems. I mean, I know the continue button is only 10 gems, but I really don't like spending my gems. I really don't like gambling. I really, really do not like gambling. So if I spend my gems and then I just go on a 3 losing streak, it'll just really, really piss me off, even if it is just 10 gems. And it's kind of stupid, but I'm stubborn. I'm self-aware, and I'm still not doing it. Now, that's the end of the video. Yeah.